It's dreamy weather we're on. You waved your crooked wand along an icy pond with a frozen moon. A murder of silhouette crows I saw, and the tears on my face, and the skates on the pond, they spell Alice. I disappear in your name, but you must wait for me somewhere across the sea. There's the wreck of a ship. Your hair is like meadow grass on the tide, and the raindrops on my window, and the ice in my drink. Baby, all I can think of is Alice. Arithmetic, arithmetic. Turn the hands back on the clock. How does the ocean rock the boat? How did the razor find my throat? The only strings that hold me here are tangled up around the pier. And so a secret kiss brings madness with the bliss. And I will think of this when I'm dead in my grave. Set me adrift and I'm lost over there. And I must be insane to go skating on your name. And by tracing it twice, I fell through the ice of Alice. And so a secret kiss brings madness with the bliss. And I will think of this when I'm dead in my grave. Set me adrift and I'm lost over there. And I must be insane to go skating on your name. And by tracing it twice, I fell through the ice of Alice. There's only
Oklahoma. Never a dull day. But there was a highlight on Thursday at the City Council. I'm sorry, my voice is a little rough. Just wanted to go over it. That they've added the LGBT community to our fair housing ordinance of Tulsa. It was heartbreaking to listen to the stories of a lesbian couple that were formerly married being told that the lady had to change back her name to her maiden name, that a matter of fact that what she had done was illegal, shameful. It was just unbelievable. I mean, it was believable, but it was hurtful just to hear the stories that the trauma they had gone through just to acquire a house. And hers was not the only story. We're here tonight because Andy from Down Under, is having a birthday. There is the mouse of Spreaker, known as Apocalypse. We affectionately have nicknamed Apocalypse, since he is the mouse. He's not the rat of Spreaker, but he is the cute white mouse with little pink eyes. Pink, pink, pink. He's still alive. He's still alive. And at Spreaker, of course, we're shiny, happy people. That song by REM. And let's see what else Apocalypse. Andrew! The birthday man. Because I wouldn't dare call you a boy. Andrew has arrived. How many years old he is, his age, will remain a Spreaker secret. Filed in the top secret file in an undisclosed room in the Spreaker building. We just won't say, shall we? So, Andrew, I need to know about what type of music you like. I'm going to play Shiny Happy People for you by REM. I think you're younger than I am, but a lot of people are younger than I am. But at least I'm not as old as a dumpster. My vagina is not over a half century old or getting close to 3/4 of a century old at all. All right, so Shiny Happy People. And Barko, you're a bastard, by the way. How dare you ban me? What the hell, Barko? I need an apology show from you. I just wanted to wish Andrew a birthday wish. That's all. Say hello to Apocalypse. Say hello to Stabby. And you ban me. So, I don't know. Maybe he's just too high tonight. Maybe he has lost his mind. He has finally lost his mind. Barko the skunk. Barko the douchebag. Barko the not relevant guy anymore. I've been away from Spreaker. I need to update people. Again, there was the city council on Thursday. I wasn't a part of it, but it sure was nice to see that justice could be done and that people could be protected. Now, recently in the news, Andrew, I don't know if you've known about this. I'm sure you keep up to date on all the Tulsa news. There was a man by the name of Eric Harris who was untimely killed by one of our reserve deputy sheriffs, meaning that he was a volunteer, and he basically just bought his way in. And he said he thought he grabbed his taser. His taser was by his chest, by his heart, and his gun's by his hip, right? I don't know how you confuse the two, but somehow he grabbed his gun instead of the taser and shot the man that was down on the ground already, maybe 6 feet away from him. Now he's 6 feet under. I don't know. It added insult to injury. The guy who had been shot, Eric Harris, said, "You shot me. I can't breathe." And then the deputy, another one that actually worked for our city, says, "Fuck your breath." And another deputy has his boot on the man's neck, head, and top of his shoulders. It was just bad. So we've been having a number of protests that have been interesting, and CNN has been there, and I wish RD was here, because there was a news crew from Denmark, a Danish news crew, interviewing people. It's just been kind of hectic. And somehow they're spinning this in the sheriff's department in their favor. It just makes you say, what the hell? I mean, we're back to 0 days without national embarrassment when it comes to the state of Oklahoma. All right, well, let's get on with the festivities. And that, indeed, is Andrew, Zodiac 12, his birthday. We're so glad that he was birthed out of great pain and sorrow, with a celebration of joy after he was born. I'm so glad you're in this world. And honestly, Andrew, it's an honor to know you. I'm so glad that you wandered into my chat room a few months ago. It's really been a pleasure to get to know you, what I have gotten to know you. So let's go to Shiny Happy People by REM. And Andrew, if you can give me an idea of what you'd like to hear, let's do that. I'm probably not going to do a long show because I'm honestly not feeling good these days. So, but I wanted to do this for you because you've always been happy, positive, and I don't think I remember you slamming a great number of people. You're good for Spreaker. You're good for a lot of people that are here on Spreaker. Some of the hosts get tired. They get lonely. They get disenfranchised, dehumanized, tortured. But you seem to make people smile. And I like that about you. You're good people, Andrew. More of a metalhead? Oh, I love Blue Oyster. I like Godzilla. I think I might have it. I may have to load that up. But I do have some other music that I think you'll appreciate. But we're going to start with Shiny Happy People. And I may not play the entire song. And I got a lot of Tom Waits if you like his music. He's rather cool. Okay, let's everybody sing together. Get your beer, your wine. Get your loved ones with you. Because we're all shiny, happy people. I love the song.
Shiny, happy people laughing. Meet me in the crowd. People, people, throw your love around. Love me, take it into town. Happy, happy
Alright, what you hear in the background is some people that are upset with the music. I know it's REM. Hey, let's see if I can cut that. Okay, that's done. I'm going to go to Tom Waits. I don't want to grow up. I think you might appreciate this. I am loading up some music for you. Here we go. Tom Waits, one of my faves. Get to know him. Okay. I think I just been away too long. I don't even know how to close the windows right. So I'm looking and I'm thinking at least Andrew wasn't born on Hitler's birthday, which I think is April 30th. It used to be a holiday in Germany. And let's take a look. It's the 17th today. April 17th. Is that the day that you were born on for Andrew? I'm about ready to do not a rant, but let's talk about April 17th. What does that really mean? What happened the day Andrew was born? Was he born in Australia or was he born in Japan? Could it be China? Where in the world was Andrew born? The 18th. The 18th, as a matter of fact, 18 is a lucky number. In the Jewish world, they like the 18th. If they give you a blessing of money, it's $18. If you get married, and they're going to give you a cash gift. It's going to be a multiple of 18. So Andrew is particularly blessed if you're Jewish. So it was the Queen's Day in Holland, the 30th of April, but that's not the day Andrew was born. I believe he was born in 1971. Let's go to the internet and find out what happened on April 11th, 1971. I wonder what Andrew's past life was like. Do you ever wonder about past lives? You know, if somebody died the day you were born, was that your life that you had? And you were born on that day too? I mean, I know that's kind of crazy. Wow. April 18th, it's the day Albert Einstein died. Let's look for they don't have 1971 listed. Grr. Excuse me. It's starting to storm in this neck of the woods. I'm going to have to check the weather soon because it's just gone batshit crazy here. We've had all these earthquakes lately and all these tornadoes. Tulsa has never been hit by a tornado until, I guess it was about 3-4 weeks ago. I think it was a Tuesday. No, it was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. And it was a pretty bad tornado. Thankfully, it did not hit downtown. Now, this day in history, April 18th, the birthday of Andrew, beloved of Spreaker. And Apocalypse is sitting next to him, that white mouse that no one's allowed to kill in the Spreaker halls. I mean, he goes through all these different holes in Spreaker, you know, and everybody thinks that that's their mouse for their hole. I don't know. And Apocalypse is interesting. But in 1956, April 18th, Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier of Monaco. She was an Academy Award-winning American film and stage actress, Grace Kelly. She had to prove that she was a virgin, too. I wonder how difficult that was. Let's see, 1939, Gene Autry records the popular song, Back in the Saddle Again. It's a far cry from Blue Oyster Cult, but I'll take it. 1974, April 18th, a worldwide recession. The Secretary of the United Nations warns the world on April 18th of 1974 that they could be heading for a recession caused by the underlying increase of the price of oil, creating trade deficits in the Western world. I think we had Ford and, what was his name? Why am I forgetting that president's name? Jimmy Carter. Good old Jimmy. Now, in 1906, April 18th, an earthquake shattered San Francisco. It measured 7.8 on the Richter scale, shook the town of San Francisco in California. 30,000 homes were partially or wholly destroyed. An estimated 3,000 were reported dead. The earthquake set off a series of fires which swept through the city. 1922, you might like this one better, Andrew. Moonshine. Federal prohibition agents find moonshine made in tea kettles by 2 local farmers and confiscate mash in Wisconsin. That was in 1922. We had prohibition in our city. Let me check the chats and see what's going on. Yeah, Apocalypse is the mouse of Spreaker. You know, he wanted it to be called Squeaker, but he lost out. It's called Spreaker. At least he's not the rat of Spreaker. I must say that. And, you know, I like visiting all the shows, actually. There's some that I think are horrible people, and honestly, I just don't have time for that. I just don't have time. There's my southern accent coming in, and I've been yelling and shouting to some extent as much as I can, and we're trying to get the Tulsa Sheriff's Department to fire 2 of the deputies. We're trying to get the sheriff to resign, and I don't get this guy. I mean, I know I'm going off topic here, Andrew. Bear with me. I don't get this guy, this Robert Bates. He's going on all these national shows, showing where his revolver was and showing where his taser was. He said it could have happened to anyone, like he's the fucking victim. Eric Harris was the one on the ground, bleeding to death, and died from the wounds that he inflicted. And then on top of that, they tell him to fuck his breath. You shouldn't have ran. He was not a danger to anyone. He didn't have a gun on him. And this was done really close to a school, y'all. I just like, and this is not uncommon in Tulsa. What's uncommon is that it was on video. And the irony is that this Robert Bates, who was allowed to hunt down a man, he donated these glasses that had the camera on it. You know the ones I'm talking about? I think they're Google glasses. I'm not for certain. Boy, it is really raining out there. But his own donations have damned him. You know, I just think they should do murder one. And when he pulled that trigger, he had to know that was not a taser. And when you pull a trigger, I think that's intent to kill, especially from 6 feet away. And the man's on his belly, and he's shot in the back. I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah, a lot of national shit in Oklahoma lately. Stabithan, thank you for joining the birthday party. You know, it's just like, wow. You know, and this is about Andrew. I just haven't been on here in a long time. And I'm loading up some music for him. Wow. It is really tearing up out there. I may have to end my podcast early and take my kids down to the closet. Man, it's crazy out there. Well, I have to play some clips for Andrew. I don't know if you've ever liked Harry Potter, but this is a drunk Ron Weasley, and it's a birthday bit, and I hope you enjoy it.
This one's from Haley Talbert. Hey, Jimmy, today is July 31st, which means it's Harry Potter's 33rd birthday. You should have someone wish him a happy birthday. That's a great idea. Well, we actually have one of Harry's best friends here today. So here to sing happy birthday to Harry Potter, please welcome drunk Ron Weasley.
Hey! Please, a jolly good birthday! Please, a jolly good birthday! Please, a jolly good birthday! Chug, 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 chug. All right, you wanted it.
We didn't want it. We didn't want. Oh my goodness.
Hermione's left me. She went off with Neville Longbottom.
All right. Oh my God.
I hate that prick.
All right.
Curtain openers. Off to strip clubbicers.
All right.
disappeared. The curtains flew and then he appeared. Come on, baby. And she ran to him. They looked backward and said goodbye. She had taken his hand. Come on, baby. do we go now? Where do we go?
again, welcome everyone to the birthday show honoring the life of Andrew, Zodiac 12. I'm going to play a few more things I wanted to play for him. As long as we don't have to go hide in the closet, we'll be okay. So that was a song from Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. It's really cool. This is a piece. It's a happy birthday from a cello's perspective. I was a violinist for some time. Andrew, I don't know if you played an instrument, but I hope you enjoy this. It's kind of short. Everybody sing along.
Happy birthday.
Okay, we're getting situated in the big bed here, so it's one of those stormy nights. So that was Happy Birthday with a cello, and I don't know who that was at the very end, but rather cool, don't you think? I like Jack Black. Andrew, do you like Jack Black? Oh, guitar. We have a guitar here. I don't know how to play guitar. I know a few chords. C chord. I know that one. I think it's C. It's one of the easier instruments to know. The happy birthday people. Oh, man. Stabby, you are so wrong. So wrong. Let's go to Jack Black. All right.
Happy birthday to you.
He loves you, Andrew.
Happy birthday
To
you. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Oh.
I thought that was rather cool. Now, honestly, I got some of these up for when Stabby had a birthday, so you're getting Stabby's hand-me-downs. But this is the Stabby show. This is the Stabby show. Let's see here. Okay. Just checking in. Okay, this is a scene from Stage Door. It's a birthday scene. But I think I'm going to play the biologist, Happy Mother's Day, so that you can honor your mother, Andrew. The one that gave birth to you between her thighs, you were birthed. She must be a great woman. You know, I try to think of people's mothers and what they've endured and what they've enjoyed, you know, because children can be a blessing. They can be a blessing. And Andrew, I think you were probably a wonderful child, a little mischievous, but I believe that you were polite. So I think you might enjoy this.
To make one me, you just add half of mom and half of dad. That is what I once believed. But now I know that I was wrong. You gave so much to me, mom, besides one half a set of genes. You gave me nutrients, transcription factors, nearly everything that matters. Plus my prenatal environment, transplacental inheritance, mRNA mitochondria that back in the day once belonged to you. I just want to thank you for supplying them. Just like two strands of DNA are spirally entwined, your nature and your nurture inspiringly combined. Scientists remind me, and I find that it is true. Slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. Slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. Mitochondria power the cell, and they have DNA as well. Transcription factors modulate transcription. And since they're in the cytoplasm, the egg's the only one who has them. In sperm, I guess, they don't have the ambition. My sex determination gene means that I'm a guy. You gave me one X chromosome, Dad gave me one Y.
46XY.
X has over 1,000 genes, Y has less than 92. That's why slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. Slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. I roomed in your room for 9 months, and I never paid the rent. Your glucocorticoids help shape my hypothalamic development. I took your blood and sucked it dry of every nutrient.
Gross but true.
Sometimes I wonder where the time went.
Where did it go?
Sometimes I wonder where it all went. I know I'll never understand all you have done for me.
I'm not that
But since
smart.
you paid for college, I'll get my BS degree.
Bachelor of Science.
And I have learned it's not BS, but absolutely true. Slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. More than half of everything I am is thanks to you. You gave me nutrients, transcription factors, nearly everything that matters. mRNA, mitochondria, that back in the day once belonged to ya. Nutrients, transcription factors, everything that really matters. mRNA, mitochondria.
I thought it was
that
over.
back in the
Oops.
day once belonged to ya. Singing nutrients.
It's not an even 50-50 split. You get a disproportionate share of your DNA coming from the mother. Really important.
Belong to ya. Just like two strands of DNA are spirally entwined. Your nature and your nurture is spirally combined. Scientists remind me, and I find that it is true. Slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. It's slightly more than half of everything I am is thanks to you. Slightly more than half of me is thanks to you.
And welcome back. Tonight is 12's birthday. I mean, Barko banned me, so I couldn't really say happy birthday. So let's go over here. Let's go to jingles, right? Select all. Select all. Man, that's going to take forever to get to. Why can't I just search it? Okay, that helps. I'll do it this way. You'll just have to bear with me, folks. We'll be having another podcast show, but it's not going to be on this one. It's M. Let me get that coupon code for you. It's N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, X 15, where you can get a free month of Spreaker. Just want to pass on the savings. Just have to submit your credit card, and you get a free month. You can pick the one that you want. And for a free month, I mean, you could have a station if you want for a free month. So it's something to consider. You know, if you haven't had a pro account, this is a good way to try it out. I'm waiting on my jingle thing that I wanted to play as background information or music. You know what I'm saying. But I did want to pass that along about that coupon. It is valid. It does work. It will not work forever. I have to tell you that. It's not going to work forever. But I think it's good. I can see you guys typing away here. Let me see what you're typing. Let's see. Mic down. Is it working now? Can you hear me? Oh, let's see. Let's see if I hit the wrong button. Let's see if that's plugged in. Oh, it wasn't plugged in. Is that better now? Is that better? I don't know. Is it better? Hello? Can you let me know if it sounds better now? Apocalypse, answer me, please. I wonder if this is the happy birthday thing. God, that sounds so dorky. That one song. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and get the sad and dramatic music. Let me put down here. Can you hear me? I hate typing this. Can you hear me? Alright, I just want to make certain. And let's do this. Oh, that's pretty. Yay. Shh. Oh no, the storm's bad. And let's play this background information. I keep saying information. I've been writing a lot. Let's turn this music down. Background sounds. It's not my fault for being a smartass. What the hell, Stabby? What did you do? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Stabby McHug says in the chat room, it's half my fault for being a smartass. After giving me a 10-minute ban, he unbanned me in like less than a minute. He had some quote-unquote words, and he gave me a lifetime ban. I assume that we're talking about Rick and him getting off of the marijuana. Is this what we're speaking of? Just curious. Wow. I can't believe that, Stabby. He banned you. He has a tendency to be trigger happy with the ban gun, so excuse me. Now let's take a look. Yeah, I think we need to have a retrial like that. But let's take a look at April 18th, 1971, I believe it is. See what else I can find. In 1934, April 18th, 1934, some $5,000 from the ransom paid in the Lindbergh kidnappings in America is recovered out of $50,000 that was paid, and a man in custody with ongoing investigations by federal authorities. That was April 18th, 1934. If we travel to 1949 and look at China, the China Red Ultimatum is about to expire as the armies of the Red China and Nanjing face each other across the Yangtze River. The government of Nanjing fear that this is the last days of the independence, as the Red Army will walk in and take power on behalf of Red China. That was a very stressful day. 1955. We traverse on. April 18, 1955. Celebrated physicist and Nobel laureate Albert Einstein died at the age of 76, April 18, 1955. April 18, 1956, the UK premium bonds. The British Chancellor Harold Macmillan, has unveiled plans for a new state saving scheme, premium bonds, offering cash prizes of up to £1,000 instead of interest. The bonds are introduced in November, and premium bond winning numbers were generated by electronic random number indicator equipment, a computer otherwise known as ERNIE. In Britain, over 20 million people own premium bonds with the chance of winning 2 monthly jackpots of £1 million. Let me go ahead and push this again. And let me check the chat room. Well. Oh, come on, Apocalypse. That is so not true. Apocalypse states in the chat room, this is regarding Rick, well, never mind. Rick doesn't really ban anyone. I think he said he banned like 3 people in his entire Spreaker career. Way to make the first, Stabby. Actually, I'm the first, Stabby. You and I are so closely linked. I have a lifetime ban in Rick's chat room as well. I really don't take it personally. I think he does this on a fairly regular level. He just doesn't talk about it. One moment. I gotta fix something here. Okay, let's go back to our April 18th discussion, shall we? Yeah, he banned me. You know, I love Stabby, and we've come to an understanding that I believe his voice holds value, even if I disagree with some of the things that he says. And that's true. I gotta take a sip. We've had a lot of sickness in the house. And my throat has been affected. Lucky you guys, right? But I haven't had time to do podcasts lately. Let's take a look at April 18th. Stabby, stop that. Be nice. It's Andrew's birthday. Okay. Let's go to 1956. Let's traverse to 1958. I'm thinking of the Interstellar movie. I don't know if you saw that, Andrew. But they talked about a tesseract to tesser. So we're going to tesser through time. We're going to do a wrinkle. We're going to wrinkle time and tesser to 1958, April 18th. USA satellite maps. The USA military hinted that it will be possible with satellites orbiting the Earth to pinpoint any place on the Earth and make a detailed drawing, including unfriendly countries. So that's where Google Maps got started in 1958. All this time I thought it was Hedy Lamarr. Didn't she invent Wi-Fi? I don't know what date she did that, but let's traverse and tesser to 1960. In the UK, Bam the Bomb March, April 18th, 1960. Tens of thousands of people joined the Outermaster Ban the Bomb March, organized by the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, CND, that ended with a rally in Trafalgar Square with an estimated 60,000 to 100,000 souls present. Traverse to 1983. We've accidentally skipped your birthday year. I'm sorry, Andrew. But there was a car bomb at the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon, April 18, 1983. A car bomb is used as a terroristic weapon successfully in an attack on the U.S. Embassy complex in Beirut, Lebanon, killing 12 people. The terrorist member of an Islamic Jihad drove at high speed up the main drive of the consulate in a truck containing 500 kilograms of high explosive exploding in front of the U.S. Embassy. It's not written well. If we traverse to 1968, we go backwards. In the UK, we're going to talk about the London Bridge. April 18th, 1968. Rennie's Bridge is sold to America. London Bridge is sold for $1 million to an American oil magnate to be reassembled back at Lake Hasava City in Arizona. Maybe you might know where that is, Stabby, since you know that area. So, hold on. I'm not going to say that name, no. Okay, let's look at this transfer of the London Bridge. Let's see if this really happened. I don't think it did. The bridge was disassembled and each piece was numbered to aid reassembly. There's no way that the London Bridge came to Arizona. Or it was called Rennie's Bridge. They must have corrected it. I don't know. And if we traverse to 1978, April 18th, Panama Canal to be given to Panamanian control. I remember when this happened. It really upset me. I was a child. The U.S. Senate has backed a treaty to transfer the Panama Canal to the control of Panama. I bet President Roosevelt was turning over in his grave, and I don't mean FDR. We're talking about Teddy. The building of the Panama Canal was started by the French in 1880, but in 1904 the U.S. took over the construction of the canal, which was completed 10 years later. A number of people died in the construction of this canal, by the way. In 1983, April 18th, in Lebanon, there was a terrorist attack on the U.S. Embassy. Apparently, there was another terrorist attack by a suicide bomber, destroyed the United States Embassy in Beirut. This explosion kills 63 people. So there's some similarities on April 18th, 1963 and earlier when they had that other terrorist attack. Oh my goodness. 1988, Israel. Excuse me, April 18th, 1988, in Israel. Ivan the Terrible is found guilty. A retired U.S. car worker, identified as Ivan the Terrible, is found guilty of Nazi war crimes in a court in Israel and is sentenced to a death penalty. Ivan the Terrible was a guard at the Treblinka death camp in Poland during World War II. His conviction was squashed in 1993 by the Israeli Supreme Court after evidence suggested that another Ukrainian was Ivan the Terrible and returned to the U.S. He was later deported back to Ukraine when a U.S. judge ruled that even Dimajak was not Ivan the Terrible. There was enough evidence to prove he had been a death camp guard. I don't know about you, but I'm really confused about that. We can look at Rwanda, April 18, 1994, ethnic violence. This is a really interesting date, Andrew, that you have. The ethnic violence, which started in the Rwanda capital, Kigali, followed the death of Rwanda's president in a plane crash, was now spreading through... One moment. Let me get something fixed here. Was now... I hope I... Goodness. Oh, leave Desert alone on her underpants. I don't think anybody needs to talk about underpants. Alright. Let's go back here. Rwanda. The death of Rwanda's president in a plane crash was now spreading through the country, the news. Reports have come in that the soldiers have been hacking Tutsis civilians to death with machetes in the streets in Kigali. I don't know if you watched that movie about the Rwanda hotel and how when they tried to escape, they went down a street as they were directed by the military general. And they start feeling all these thuds. It's at night. And they're actually driving over the corpses of Tutsis that were murdered by use of machetes. We are so lucky in the States and in Australia to have a more peaceful nation. But April 18th, what an interesting day. If we go to 1996 to Egypt, same day, April 18th, Egyptian gunmen opened fire on a group of tourists outside the Europa Hotel in Cairo, killing 17 Greek tourists and an Egyptian tour guide. The terrorist Islamic group called Al-Ghama al-Islamiyah admitted it was behind the attack but thought that tourists were Israelis. What do you say? In the U.S., April 18, 2002, Robert Blake was arrested in the shooting death of his wife. He was commonly known on Saturday Night Live. His wife, Bonnie Lee Blakely. I can't talk today, Blakely. Blake was later acquitted of the murder, but was found liable in the civil case. 2003. Andrew, I'm shocked at this. Scott Peterson arrested in San Diego for the murder of his wife Lacey, who was 8 months pregnant when she vanished on Christmas Eve. He was later convicted and sentenced to death. That was 2003. Now, if we go to Iraq in 2004, on April 18th, Spain withdraws troops from Iraq, following commuter trains bombing in Madrid in Spain, which caused 191 deaths and outrage all over Spain. The new socialist Prime Minister Jose Luis Rodriguez Zapatero, orders a withdrawal of Spanish troops from Iraq. And I must say, I think we need to bring our troops back home. Let countries take care of their own business. People should tend to their own first before they start working in someone else's backyard. Just my opinion. There may be bombs in that neighbor's backyard. Well, there's an interesting note about Texas in 2008. I think it bears talking about. Oh my gosh. What do you think about this, Andrew, about all these things about April 18th? I'm looking at the chat room right now. I'm wondering what you think about your birthday of April 18th and all the things that have happened, good and bad. I think we need to find some better news. But let's go back to Iraq. See, where's that 2008? Oh, no, it was Texas. Not much of a difference. Let's see. Texas gets custody of 416 children from the YFZ. Let me push play here. And this was a creepy situation. I remember the news clips on this. April 18, 2008. A Texas district judge has ruled that the state will be keeping temporary custody of the 460 children that were taken from the polygamous sect, YFC, West Texas compound. A child psychiatrist has testified that the children at the YFC ranch have lived in a destructive environment that encourages the sexual assault of young girls. Child psychiatrist Bruce Perry said it will be difficult to break the cycle because it's ingrained in the sex culture. Part of what they do is very destructive, he said. State Child Protective Services investigator Angie Voss has testified that there was more than 20 girls among the children that were pregnant or had young children. Wow. Let me look for some good things that happened on April 18th. Let's see. Oh, wow. April 18th, 2012. TV personality Dick Clark dies. I know that probably doesn't matter to you, but let's look for good things that happened on your birthday. This is too depressing. Let me go over here. Let's see. Good things that happened on April 18th. Now, coming up in the Oklahoma history is the memorial for the Oklahoma City bombing. Please remember to have a moment of silence tomorrow, the 19th. It's very important to remember those that have passed, but it's more important not to live in the pain of yesterday, but to dwell in the promise of tomorrow in today's environment. Let's see here. I'm looking for good things that happen. I'm starting to think more tragedy happens in April. Geek Mom did a blog post about this. I mean, the earthquake, the some of the things I already mentioned that happened on April 18th. But in 1930, the BBC said on April 18th, 1930, that there was no news on this day. Now, isn't that bizarre, Andrew? I think we need to talk about April 18th and what it really means. We don't normally do on this day type of posts, but it's not too common for us to be able to say, on this day in 1930, the BBC announced there was no news. But on April 18, 1930, during what should have been a 6:30 radio news bulletin, that's exactly what happened. A BBC presenter announced, "Good evening! Today is Good Friday. There is no news." It had been apparently judged that there was nothing newsworthy that had happened. Piano music was played instead of the current affairs update for a couple of minutes before normal scheduling resumed. Well, that's bizarre. Isn't that kind of bizarre? I think it is. I think at this point people are tired of hearing, on this day, April 18th, this is what happened in the past. Wow. Andrew, what would you like to hear? Todd Morris is the brown. No. No. Well, I'm going to play this for you because I want to celebrate you, Andrew. Listen to the song and let me know what you think, okay? Let me turn up the music. I think you might like it. Amadeus.
Today we celebrate you. Celebrate you.
We celebrate Andrew. All right. So that is the one that you want's Blue Oyster Cult, Dancing in the Rain or Dancing in the Ruins. Which one is it? Because I found Dancing in the Ruins. I'm assuming that's what you mean. I'm going to play a little ditty about Stage Door. It's the birthday scene. It's about 3 minutes. And I'll be back with you. Hopefully I'll have that set up for you where we can hear it. That was Metallica, Fade to Black. There's a lot of music that I like, to be honest. Let's look up one more thing. Just give me a minute here. I'm waiting on it. Hey. Let's see here. I think it is... I think I have more on Metallica while I'm loading that up. I don't know if you like Metallica at all, but I kind of do. Trying to play some music that you like. Didn't think you'd like any Stabby's music, and honestly, I don't think you deserve his hand-me-downs. This is the Stabby Show, and we talk about Stabby a little bit, his thoughts, his belief systems, and my computer's going a little slow now, so... And I'm feeling dizzy. Feeling so dizzy. It's humid out there now. And it's affecting me. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Well, it's a normal thing to... I don't know. I just... Okay, let's see. I thought I had it playing. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Sorry. It's a skit, okay?
Where is everybody, Hetty?
I don't know. Where do you want them to be?
Well, Madeline told me someone down here wanted to see me.
Well, if there's somebody here to see you, why, we better turn on the lights and give them a chance.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we would try how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I'd like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite songs, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
Some of you young folks been saying to me, hey, Pops, what do you mean, what a wonderful world? How about all them wars all over the place? You call them wonderful? And how about hunger and pollution? They ain't so wonderful either. But how about listening to old Pops for a minute? Seems to me it ain't the world that's so bad, but what we are doing to it. And all I'm saying is see what a wonderful world it would be if only we'd give it a chance. Love, baby, love. That's the secret. Yeah. If lots more of us loved each other, we'd solve lots more problems. And man, this world would be a guesser. That's why old Pops keeps saying, I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling like later tonight would be a better time to do this. I'll have some songs from Blue Oyster, some Australian clips for Andrew. I really appreciate you being here, Andrew. You've added a lot to my podcast experience here on Spreaker, and I value you. I truly do. That was a great song to end. It's a Wonderful Life. It really is. I could play Hava Nagila, but somehow I don't think Andrew would like that. But I'm going to end with a Tom Waits song because I like it, and I have it here anyway, so why not play? And it's called God's Away on Business. It's an interesting song. It was during a time in his life when he was questioning things. I care about you. I hope you're doing well, all that's listening to this podcast. And I look forward to talking to you again. I do have some updates. I will be podcasting quite a bit tomorrow. But there will be a special podcast for my listener/chatter known as Andrew. I suggest you listen, come back, chat with everybody else. It'll be on the Stabby shows. I thank you for listening. Here's Tom Waits, God's Away on Business. And come back later today, maybe about 12 hours later. Or, no, actually, 14 hours later. And we'll celebrate Andrew while he's with us. Because I think it's good to celebrate people. Come join us. Thank you, loves. See you later. Speak up, be heard, take action.
Someone to pull you out of that ditch, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. Ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. There's a leak in the boiler room. The poor, the lame, the blind. Who were the ones that we kept in charge? Killers, thieves, and warriors. God's away. Shovel in the pit, it's a job, it's a job. Bloody mood rising with the plague and the front to the mob, join the mob. It's all over, it's all over, it's all over. And there's a leak in the boiler room. The poor, the lame, the blind. Who are the ones that we kept in charge? Killers, thieves, and lawyers. God's away, God's away, God's away on business, business. God's away on business, business. contract, baby, it's a deal. It's a deal. Concentrate, on business. Concentrate on business. I narrow my eyes at the coin shop, baby, let her ring.